So, hey guys, Chelsea here, and in today's video I was thinking about talking a bit about sockets. It has been a hot topic recently, mostly because of Roger, who has as a captain ability full despair immunity, so it means as a captain he wouldn't need the spear sockets. So many are arguing, should we still give him the spear sockets or should we give him something else? And if we give him something else, what should we give him? And yeah, I thought this was a good opportunity in general to talk sockets. And I'll just start by saying that what is the default and is always what you really should do, like when you get the unit, it's just to socket the left side. That's damage reduction, that's charge special, that's bind, the spear, and auto heal. Those 5, they are the default. If you only have 4 sockets, you usually skip out on damage reduction because you only need 15 for max, so yeah. And well, that's common knowledge. And another thing that I think is common knowledge, but maybe not as much talked about, it's that you don't need like all sockets to be on those 5 to get the effect. Like, you can get easily the full effect of the left side, but you can still get one of the right side if you socket cleverly between units. And yeah, so I'll mostly be talking about the value of that, because most teams should really have the full left side. Like, sometimes, like in this team against Doffy 1, which I'm playing in the background, like I will talk a bit about the team later, but let me just finish talking about sockets first. But yeah, basically, for like Doffy 1 here, you need to remove the spear twice. That's 4 turns of the spear removal. So you need to remove 7 turns of the spear. So with sockets that becomes 4 turns, and I'm using Chopper here, he's 5 turn of the spear removal. So I only need 2 sockets, so when I fixed my sockets here, because this is full RCV socket team, I didn't get max the spear socket. That was like, it's still level 2, I only need that, so I don't need to fix anything for this team. So yeah, that's one thing to consider as well. But in general, you want to make sure that the left side is maxed, especially the important ones like auto heal and such. But yeah, first I thought about talking about cases where the right side can be useful. And I think I'm starting from the bottom right, because they get more useful as you go up. And I'm soon 1 year into this game as a player, and I've actually used every socket at least once for different reasons. So the R reasons is just stretches from super niche to more realistic. And let's start with resilience. I've used resilience once. It was when we got the event with the Doffy event, which had Corazon as a limited rear recruit, the good one with attack down support removal. And that was an event where you couldn't use high cost units, so it was kind of hard. It was designed on having the Corazon, and there was also a Viola attached. So it was very hard without them and some other key units which I lacked. So I settled for a one-hit KO Kuma team. And you had to hit 1-hit KO on specific units on 2 stages, so it was a lot of luck. And yeah, I put resilient sockets on that team because you can only try so many times, but if you fail enough times you can try again. But if you survive with resilient sockets, you get like an extra try, and that played a part. Like, I think it worked 2 times, but I still missed, so it didn't matter in the end. But that could have saved me hours. But yeah, I don't see any other reason than a team like that for resilient sockets. Okay, moving on, we have the map resistant thing, and it's totally super content dependent. Like, even if a content has map damage, it's usually not needed. when it was good was in the first team Kisuna with Moria, because we have, say, a unit like the Kisuna Luffy Zoro Sanji, who wants to be at full HP for their attack boost. So yeah, it was good with Sockets there, because otherwise it was hard to get full HP when you wanted it. So I used it on that, and I can see it being used for similar reasons in the future. And then we have Sockets, of course, which is also content dependent. It's just that we have more relevant content with poison being annoying, especially Doffy 2, which uses many things with poison sockets, many without them now, thankfully. But yeah, poison is also more annoying than map damage, because it can be very high poison. It has a lot of different types, and it's just more common in general. So yeah, I wouldn't put it in general, except you have a Doffy 2 team or something that you run regularly. And then we have slot rate, which I've looked into math. I'm not really a math guy, but from what I've seen most of the time, slot rate isn't really worth it. I don't even think, like, it's good to have on those units with increased rate of matching slots, because then you can start building teams with like an assumption of getting slots. So everything that increases the math and makes it more consistent is good. So like on Carrot and such, and if I like V3 League also has a captain like that, there are a lot of units. And then you also have specials like V1 Lucci or TM Shanks at increased rate, and on teams like that where you rely on that, slot rate socket just makes it a bit more consistent if you rely on them. So it's not bad. And it's a safe 6 socket in general. But I'd say the best of the right side is easily RCV sockets, and I feel like it's going to age pretty well. Like, healing is getting more and more important. We're getting overheal, we're getting V2 Shirashiri, who has a switch that allows overheals, you can just heal a lot. And we can look a little bit at my team now, we're at the end. And I don't know if you've noticed, but each heal I do with Warco is almost 10k heal. Like, that's an insane healing, and it's because Robin has a captain ability that increases RCV by 1.5 times, and this also double Robin. So that's a lot of RCV. I also have maxed RCV. Warco, I maxed it as much as I can, so mine is plus 180, and it has a high RCV support, so yeah, and also guaranteed RCV orb every stage, and soon we can do the same like this, but also run a unit like Luffy Sanji, and then if you run, say, double Robin, it can also be the 6+ Robin, and then you have Warco and Luffy Sanji, like, that's a lot of guaranteed healing every turn. And we also, of course, have a unit like V3 Boa. Increased rate of RCV, you can assume you'll get a higher rate of RCV orbs. Her captain ability depends on healing, so the more you can heal with RCV, the better. So when the talk of Roger has been, I've actually agreed that if I had Roger, I haven't pulled him, I would probably put RCV instead of the spear, because like, it makes sense to pair him with V3 Boa, and if you pair him with V3 Boa, you'll optimally want RCV sockets anyway, and you need a lot of RCV sockets, so somebody has to run it, so why not him? That's basically my reasoning. And we have so many Forbidden Tomes anyway, like if you play for a while. But yeah, we're reaching the end of this Doffy 1 team. I actually think it's fun to do a team like this once in a while. I wouldn't do this every month, but the last time I used Robin was for CP9 for a Simroll team. And it's just fun being unkillable and slowly taking the enemy down. But yeah, I'm just stalling for the Neko Inu special here. I've used one Robin special, it was when Treble was attacking me just to ensure I survive. These mobs actually do a ton of damage, so the healing is very nice. And I also say that this run is hardly optimal, and if you watch, you've probably seen some questionable plays like not swapping me or Corona perfectly always and stuff like that. And It's more because this team is so free, you don't have to think that much. It's just like, make sure you do what you need to do every turn. Just pop Warco, eat the meteor, burst. There are some key turns to use a special and such. See, I wouldn't recommend this, but if you're very new and happen to have these units and struggle with content like this, you can try and cheese it like this. Doffy 1 is a bit easier than the other two, for sure. Like, I don't think Rival 1 is hard, it's just harder for stally teams like this. Since you really need a lot of burst damage against Sabala. And Whitebeard is just, yeah, it's rough. But okay, we're finally ready here. I actually put Odin support on in Echo because why not? It's just extra damage for nothing for this final stage. And here we use all specials really. I mix up here a bit. I'm supposed to use Warco first, get the HP cut, and then use special, but now, yeah, as you see, Miyok Corona doesn't have a matching orb anymore. It happens, but it didn't matter, so it was fine. But yeah, we still get affinity, attack boost, and soon we get 2 times conditional boost from Miyok Corona too. And we also use Robin, and in this run it wasn't needed, but it's a bit RNG what turn the enemies are, so it could have been a lot of 1 turns, and they have a lot of attack buffs, so this just ensures we survive this turn, kill Doffy, and next turn we just get rid of all the other units. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me talking a bit about sockets. I got opportunities since this run ended up being 12 minutes, and I was going to talk a bit of run for 12 minutes, so yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.